They help us with our financial goals and needs, providing not just insurance products to plan for the unforeseeable, but financial products to plan for the future. But just where do they get their knowledge from? And what kind of training do they go through? And just what is it like to be a financial consultant? Well, in this week's A Day in the Life, I trail Prudential's Adelia Huang to find out.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning, and Willie Tan and Adelia Huang are saying goodbye to their children and getting ready to leave for work. The couple share a ride. Adelia and Willie are both financial consultants at a Prudential agency, working just a stone's throw away from each other. As they travel to work, they discuss market trends. Adelia was doing administrative and secretarial work previously. She was inspired by her husband's passion for his career, and that prompted her to change her line of work.
Comments Rocky, and he always say, what can be happier than doing what you want to do for the rest of your life? So it's like a wild thing. It's amazing, you know. Normally you get the Monday blues and things like that. So in July that year, 2007, I took the leap of faith to come into this highly competitive industry. And I believed that I could carve a niche for myself under the guidance of my manager. That was a good time also because I just gave birth to my second child. And I wanted a career that has work-life balance. So this one definitely provides that.
So you started in 2007, and just the year after we had the start of the financial crisis. I mean, what were some of the challenges you faced in acclimatizing to this new career?
It was challenging when I start off, because having to master all the suite of solutions in terms of insurance and investment solutions, as well at the same time to be able to give good advice to the clients. And consumer actually lost confidence in paper contracts, in financial instruments, preferring to put their money into something that they could see, they could feel. So at that time it was really challenging. And however, I think that how I overcome that was I strongly believe that the performance of the financial consultant is more a function of the character, the training, and the tenacity.
Adelia says that retirement plans are popular with clients as most seek a steady stream of income for their golden years.
I won't say that popular products, but rather the common area that clients would like to do planning on is also wealth accumulation and wealth preservation area that is like building funds for their retirement and consistent fund. And because these days lifestyle actually has been improved a lot. People going for travels and things like that. So obviously, when they retire and they have more time to enjoy this, you don't want to be short of resources.
Sitting in Adelia's office, I can't help but notice the wall of awards hanging over us. Quality Club President 2012, Top Financial Consultant of the Year Award 2012, Premier Financial Consultant Platinum Award winner 2012, and the list goes on. Quite a number for someone who's just been in the industry for 5 years. In fact, Adelia tells me that when she started, she made up her mind to do well, and as motivation, she filled this once empty wall with future trophy shelves.
So from your perspective then, what does it take to be successful in this industry?
But to be a good financial consultant, I believe that you must first believe that the solutions you provide to your customers are going to help them and their family. So of course, having said that, that would mean that you must first look seriously into your own financial planning. You must start from yourself and lead a good example. And on top of that, you must also enter with the intention and commitment to stay long in this career.
Adelia adds that an important part of the job is maintaining energy and enthusiasm when meeting one client after another throughout the day. Other than self-motivation, product knowledge is also important, and that doesn't come without work. To keep updated, Adelia regularly attends training classes.
What kind of thing did you guys go over?
Okay, it's about a new product, so it's very much like a revision. The product was launched late last year. Yeah, it's been well received.
So maybe you can tell me, how often do you do these kind of trainings? Is it once a week, once a month?
Actually, we have trainings going on almost every day, and they varies in length. And some of the trainings are compulsory, while others are optional, depending on the areas of skill sets that the individual financial consultants would like to enhance.
And how long do the trainings usually go on for? I mean, is it just a few hours a day, or do you have to take a few days out of the week to do training?
Mostly they are a few hours, but it can also stretch up to a day or two. So it all depends on the type of training that is held. So some of the trainings are for knowledge, some are for technical skills, and some are for sales, while others are for competency, which refers to the regulatory updates and things like that. So most of the training will be held in an interactive presentation manner. And so very often they also include elements like role-playing, as well as sometimes even field work.
Why is this kind of training important?
The trainings are very important because they keep our agency force updated and informed of Prudential's latest products and innovations, markets development, as well as regulatory changes in the industry. So as a premier agency force here, it is necessary for us to be always updated and enhance on the skill sets of our financial consultant, so as constantly improve the standards of the agency force.
Do you get a lot of questions from your clients as well? Do you find that the training helps with that as well?
Oh yes, of course, they definitely help a lot in answering to our clients' queries and things like that. So, and of course, yeah, the training department is always there if we have more queries that we want to check on. Yeah.
Join us next week for part 2 of A Day in the Life of a Financial Consultant as we join Adelia for a client meeting.
And we're giving you the chance to ask Adelia questions about insurance-related products or working as a financial consultant. Just post your questions on the MoneyMind Facebook page or website from now until 31st July, and we'll get back to you with her responses.